Hey everyone, Andrew here from a Tale of Two IGN's podcast. Yes, you are on the right feed, but no, this is not a normal show. I wanted to let you know right now that what you are about to hear is not suitable for work. It is likely also not appropriate for children. If you are sensitive to racy topics, go ahead and hit that delete button right now. You might not like this episode. But now that you've been warned, please welcome to a special RDH Rant Takeover episode with Heather, Anna, and Liz.
Hey, it's us. It's Heather, Anna, and Liz from RDH Rant.
Hi, guys.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry, we're just kind of winging it today. We've all been super busy with the start of summer and our kids being out of school, and things have just been weird. So we thought we'd get weird on our podcast and maybe dive into some stupid world records, dental related, maybe some current events that are dental related, and just, weird things all around. And just,
Weird dental shit.
yeah. So we thought we'd wing it and just kind of talk about it. So I honestly have to say that I listened to a morning radio show, and I know I've said this to Liz and Anna and all the other admins, and I think Liz is probably the only other person that I know that probably knows who Bob and Tom from the Bob and Tom show.
Is that like Opie and Anthony?
Yes.
I don't know if it was that.
I have no idea.
Was Opie and Anthony a thing like everywhere? I don't know.
Bob and Tom started like back in the 80s,
Okay.
and they just were kind of like the raunchy morning show. Like everything had a sexual innuendo.
Yeah, that's
they just push the limits. So I always kind of feel like we're the Bob and Tom of the dental podcast because we push the limits and cuss, and
you ain't wrong.
yeah, we laugh when someone says balls like we're 12-year-old
Damn it,
boys.
Heather. Anyway,
Ball.
Told ya.
we're
Gotcha,
having
Liz.
there's a street party and we have a tent this weekend, and we have
What's a street party? Like a block
kind
party?
of, it's for the city
Okay.
that I work in. They have like a street festival type thing.
Oh, like a vendor.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so
Mhm.
we have this ginormous tub of blue the stress
balls.
So it's like this ginormous
balls.
tub of blue balls
Blue
up there, and
balls.
I just like every time I see it, my inner 12-year-old makes a little joke inside my head about blue balls. And I would say it out loud, but usually when I'm upstairs, nobody else is around me but the doctor, and I don't want to make blue ball jokes in front of him. So
I would.
Yeah, well, I think I've said before, I'm the only girl in this house. Everyone else is male, my husband and 3 boys. So I guess if you can't beat them, join them, right?
Yep.
But anyway, so I always think we're like the Bob and Tom show. So I listen and I crack up laughing in my car every morning.
I thought you meant about
And,
us.
They always have little...
I thought you were talking about us.
Huh?
You listen to us in your car and you crack up.
Yeah, I would though. I totally would. We're funny.
Yeah.
No, Bob and Tom in the morning. So anyway, they always have these little funny segments and things. So one of them is stupid world records. So I thought that we would do that,
Okay.
but dental related.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. So just kind of weird, random things. And so I go to the Guinness World Records.com. And the first thing that pulls up is the world's longest tongue.
Ugh.
I know, gross, right? So they actually have 2, one for a female and one for a male. So the male person actually has a longer tongue than the female. So according to Guinness World Records, the record holder for the longest tongue is Nick Stoberl from the United States, and his tongue measures 10.1 centimeters.
Now, can you convert that to like American?
Yeah.
Like
I have
inches or something? Because I
I
don't know
have zero
what that-
concept here. Let me go ahead and Google that. So, okay.
Oh,
Dumb
dear Lord.
Americans.
For reference, I I need to know, like, everybody knows that, like, Gene Simmons, right, from Kiss, he's, like, famous
Yes.
for his
Ew.
No, I
Yeah.
know, he's a horrible human being, gross,
Yeah.
whatever.
He's just
He
gross.
is, but, like, for reference, I need to know how much longer this guy's tongue is than Gene Simmons.
Than
It's
his.
3.97 inches.
That
Wow.
So
doesn't
almost
seem
4.
that long.
Wait, they no. All right.
But okay, so this is
Okay.
how they measure. So Nick is from
Yeah.
California, and this was measured in 2012.
Is it-
So
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. So I don't know. I couldn't find anything that had beat this when I was Googling and chat whatever GPT thing. But okay. So they measure from the tip to the middle of the closest top lip.
So-
from the tip of the tongue.
So the part that sticks out is basically what they're.
Yeah.
Just the part that sticks
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
So,
so I guess
Mhm.
yeah, so from your top lip, if you stick
What
your
if you don't
tongue all
have
the
a
way
top
out,
lip like me?
so your vermilion border.
that doesn't seem that long. That really doesn't. Now that I'm.
So they have a picture. I'm assuming that this is the guy, and I know people can't see us because we're a podcast, but
Okay.
All right.
yeah, I feel like Gene Simmons or whoever.
Yeah, it's
is way
longer, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I just Googled Gene Simmons' tongue, which I regret, but
Ew.
and so this says that it measures 7 inches long, but I'm pretty sure that the criteria is different. It probably doesn't measure 7 inches from the top lip to
Yeah, like maybe they're actually going like all the way to like what are those? What is the very back
the
of the tongue? I
base
don't
of
even
the
know.
tongue.
Like
Is
your
that what it is?
Like the
lingual
epiglottis. The
tonsils.
epiglottis.
like right here. I don't even
I
know.
wa-
Where the taste buds
we
start to get
should
really big.
really be video recording. I mean, we are video recording this, but
I know. I keep trying to tell Andrew, show our video. We will
because we're all
get
sticking our tongues way.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
So the female version, and if you ask me, the picture, if this is her, Chanel Taper, and she's from California, 9.75 centimeters, which is 3.8 inches from the tip of the tongue to the middle of the lip.
Okay.
And so this is her.
What?
Oh wow, hers looks
nice.
long. No, hers looks long.
Yeah.
Right.
That looks huge.
Right?
Yeah, ew.
But look at how much is like, so if they're measuring from.
Someone tell her to brush her tongue. It's white.
Yeah.
Look at it.
So, but
It's
if they're
coated.
measuring from the lip,
Yeah.
look at all that tongue like back behind, like
Right.
still in the mouth.
But-
So I don't think, sorry, Guinness World Records.
We
Us
don't-
dental
yeah.
professionals.
We do
are
not
on
agree
board
with your criteria. You need to leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it to us.
you.
Can you imagine scaling around that?
Oh.
No.
Like what?
I hate big tongues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of tongues. They're just, yeah, I don't know.
I'm not a fan of tongues at work.
It's not my thing.
Okay,
so-
Liz.
I was waiting for somebody to catch it.
Wait, sorry, I wasn't listening.
She said,
I said
Go
I'm not a fan of tongues at work. Anyway.
Okay,
Next.
most teeth at birth.
At
Yeah.
You want to take a guess? Anybody?
At birth?
at birth? I don't know.
Guinness World Record.
20.
So a newborn
Yeah.
baby, fresh out of the vag, was born with teeth in the mouth.
Okay. How many?
20.
So
All
I'm gonna-
deciduous teeth, all 20 of them. That would be
I'm
sick.
gonna say 10.
close. 12.
Okay.
Wow.
So a kid named Sean Keaney from the United Kingdom,
Okay.
April 10th of 1990. So
Recently.
again, recently.
That's not recently.
1990.
See that you're showing your age. We're showing our age if we say recently. Like what? The
Yeah.
90s? The 90s
Yeah.
were 33 years ago?
1970
So,
was 30 years
what,
ago.
What I mean by recently is like this person is now like a young adult.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah, younger than
So
us.
not
Yeah.
not somebody who's
So-
dead. So
in their 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it says tooth enamel is the only part of the human body which basically remains unchanged throughout life. It is also the hardest substance in the body.
Mm.
The first deciduous or milk teeth, I hate when they say
Me
that,
too.
normally appear in infants at 5 to 8 months, these being the upper and lower jaw first incisors.
Yeah.
There are many recorded examples of children born with teeth. Sean Kinney of the United Kingdom was born with 12 teeth. They were, however, extracted
Why?
to prevent possible feeding problems.
Oh, okay. But that's terrible. So he like had 10 missing deciduous teeth like throughout his
12.
I mean
Wow.
12, I'm sorry.
He had 12 teeth that were, so he grew his second full set of teeth at 18 months.
Okay. All right. That was my next question because
Wow.
with Sophia, my daughter, for those who are like, who the hell's Sophia? She
Rando.
I'm talking to you guys like we're just in a private conversation. But anyway, my daughter, she got her first tooth. She cut her first tooth when she was 3 months, like at the very end
wow.
of 3
Okay.
months. And
Yeah.
so then she started losing her teeth when she was 4.
Wow.
So I feel like there was kind of a
Wow.
correlation there between her
Mhm.
getting her teeth
Yeah.
early and
Well,
losing
I feel
them
like
early.
that's kind of,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And then plus
she-
when you extract a tooth, the permanent one will erupt faster.
Mhm. Yeah.
So the fact that they extracted all those teeth made those adult teeth probably come in real super fast.
But it's funny though, because when you look at a pano of a kid, like a little kid, all those teeth aren't even really formed yet.
I know, it's
So-
crazy. Yeah.
so my youngest child, who is 15, years ago, I did a pano on him, and he had like all of his baby teeth, and they all came out, and all of his adult teeth were coming in. So we were doing a pano to see if he's ready for ortho. And I always noticed on his front teeth, like 7, 8, 9, and 10, the gums just kind of went straight across. There wasn't like
The scalloping.
interdental papilla and the scalloping, and it always drove me nuts. And I thought, he's just a boy and he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, brushing. And so the pano showed something above 8 and 9, and it ended up being 2 extra teeth,
Oh,
2 mesiodens.
Yeah, I was gonna say mesiodens, yeah.
in a sack. So he
You
had
said
lots of baby
sack.
teeth.
Yeah.
They were in a sack. Oh Jesus!
Bitch.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was lost on me. I was being serious. So they were already like formed. They were like, so 1, 2, a third set of incisors, and they were upside down, and the roots were already growing on them.
Uh-huh.
But the roots were like growing down.
What? So they were like
Like if
interesting. Do you still have that pan? I
So-
want to see it. That's awesome.
yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
So I had to take him to an oral surgeon, and he was little, so they did it at a hospital.
Aw.
And I mean, it was no big deal. I mean, they just went in and took it out, and the oral surgeon was hilarious. He came down, he's like, "Congratulations, they were twins, boys," you know. But yeah, so that's kind of like a weird.
That is weird.
I have a shark tooth baby.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so you said that they were like a third set of incisors. Now, were they like the weird pointy mesiodens, or were they actually like supernumerary, like incisors?
8, 9, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like he just had a whole extra set of teeth, like 12 teeth. I don't know if it was like, it doesn't say in
I'm
this little
talking about
blip
your
on-
son. I'm talking about your mesiodens.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Sorry, what? What'd you say?
Well, did they look like mesiodens, or were they
Yeah,
like
were they
an
like-
extra 8 and an extra 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 8 and 9, but they were right above, like
Oh,
right like in here where the nose,
That's
Yeah.
in between the
insane.
nose.
I
Yeah,
do want to see that pan
know.
too. That's
Yeah, and then they were upside down, which is even cooler.
and they were upside down, and they were already growing like a root.
That's awesome.
So I'm so glad that we caught that, because I
Yeah.
was always thought, like, what if they would have kept
Will
growing
they grow into
and they
sinuses
would have pushed?
or yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard for me to picture that. I don't know if they were like curved up, like towards like into the palate.
They
On the
probably were.
panel, it looked like
Yeah.
on the panel it looked like they were right above 8 and 9
Mhm.
between the nose and the, what is this? The mustache area.
Philtrum, the little dent thingy.
Yeah. But I mean, like up here in the vegetable.
Yeah.
Anyway, I always think if we didn't catch that, like I wonder if like it would have pushed 8 and 9 out ever.
Maybe,
like, if they just
yeah.
kept growing. So
Interesting.
he's a little freakazoid, shark tooth baby.
No doubt.
Okay, so then I have one more Guinness World Record.
Okay.
And this one is kind of the same. It's about kids. Youngest person to wear a full set of dentures.
Oh
I
God.
How
I know this.
old do you think?
I know
do
this.
know this too. I don't know. I heard this before. I don't know where. Maybe like I think it was
Me.
like 8
No.
or 9 or something.
No.
No.
It was no. I know this.
Oh, it was a
because-
baby. Yes.
Yeah, because
Or
Heather already talked
toddler.
about it. I think it was like a
Mhm.
2.5-year-old, right? Like a
Yeah.
2-year-old.
Weston Dale Emmerich.
Now, how is that not a choking hazard? I don't understand how a 2.5-year-old wears a
And this-
denture.
And so this world record, he's from the United States,
Mhm.
June 2nd of 2022.
So this is
So
recent.
this was just like almost a year ago. Yeah.
That's insane.
He was 2 years old, 15 days for his first full set of dentures. So the story behind this, youngest person to wear full set of dentures
Mhm.
is Weston Dale Emmerich of the USA, who was 2 years old and 15 days when given a full set of dentures in Kentucky.
Okay, now that explains it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I knew he was the only one with a full set. On June 2nd, 2022.
Mhm.
Weston needed dentures due to a condition called, anybody remember?
No.
Is it the ectodermal
Close,
dysplasia?
yes. Ectodermal dysplasia, but what kind?
Yes. I don't know.
The tooth kind. It's the tooth kind.
I'm probably gonna murder how to say this. Hypohydrotic.
Hypohydrotic?
Hypo.
Hypohydrotic? Hydrotic?
Yeah.
Hypohydrotic?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
See, I told you I'd murder it. I've been drinking, okay? Hypohydrotic.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You said.
Hydrotic.
Oh my
Ectodermal dysplasia.
Okay.
Weston's dentist is happy to report that his function both in eating and in speech have greatly improved since he's begun wearing dentures.
That's crazy.
Okay, so back up. All right. The kid's gonna grow like a weed.
That's all I got, man.
I know, but I gotta just let my brain go down this road. Okay. The kid, okay, dentures, not cheap at all. We know this.
Yeah.
And so this kid is gonna
Right.
grow like a weed. So what are they gonna like
How do they fit?
redo dentures every 6 months? Or I gotta know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, I didn't
if
think
you
about that.
are in Kentucky and you are Weston's hygienist,
Like, can you call us?
yeah, get with us because we're curious.
Make sure he signs a HIPAA form.
Yes. Well, he makes sure his parents
Well,
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was his name? Weston. I know. I kind of didn't like it because they didn't give all the information because we are like very nosy people.
Whoa,
We need to know.
We're nerdy about it.
I know.
Now we need to know.
I probably should have looked all this up. So that's kind of like my weird, stupid world records dental version.
Well, I looked one
I
up
have-
while we were talking
Mhm.
because I remembered it when she was talking about her son having extra 8 and 9 in a sack. I remember, what's that called? Odontoma? Is that what that is? When they have like a bunch of teeth like in a sack?
Oh.
Is that what that's called? You know, we should do
Yeah,
an episode like,
something.
could you pass boards today?
Because I
We need,
can't. I have no
and
idea what
we
the hell you
need-
guys are even saying. No I'm kidding.
We need spring.
Yeah.
We need spring. She's been posting all these little like things we should
That would be
know.
so that would be
Quizzes.
fun, and we make such asses of ourselves and we'd probably get fired. But if she came
I know.
on,
I take those quizzes.
yeah. If she came on and she was like, she gave us like these board questions and to see if we could do it. Anyway, so this
I don't know
kid
if I-
had, I think it's odontoma. I think that's what those sacks are called when they have a bunch of teeth.
Yeah.
But I remember this from a few years ago. There was a 7-year-old boy in New Delhi, and it was in 2019, and he holds the record for the most teeth in his mouth. He was complaining of jaw pain and had a pan, and they found a sack. Shut up, Anna. They found a sack in his lower jaw filled with abnormal teeth. And they ended up when they got the sac out, they opened it up and there were 526 teeth.
What?
Oh my god.
Was it like his twin or like or like
a teratoma?
Oh, those are weird. So they ranged in size from 0.1 millimeters to 15 millimeters. So even the smallest one.
I feel like I've saw
this is so interesting. Even the smallest piece had a crown, a root, and enamel coating indicating that it was a tooth. So even like the teeny tiny little like 0.1 millimeter one.
So was it in his mandible?
Yeah.
So when they took it out, was there just like a huge hole?
I'm looking at his pan, so there had to have been.
I wonder how they do that.
So he was released 3 days after the surgery, expected to make a full recovery. He was suffering from a very rare condition called a compound composite odontoma. Look at me go.
See, you can pass your boards.
Smart. I taught you well, little sister.
You did. It doesn't say anything about what they're going to do after, really, that I can see. So, but yeah, anyway. That came to mind when you were talking about your son and his little sack of extra teeth there.
Stop talking about her son's sack.
Little sack. He's already pissed at me for.
Chris Hansen is somewhere like listening to our conversation.
I don't know. It was an episode a few months ago, and I'm like, you gotta listen. I think I talked about you in it.
Yeah.
And then
now
he was pissed. He's like, seriously?
Oh, don't let him listen to this because we're talking about me.
He's like, really? You really said that about me? I can't believe you said that.
He's 15. Oh my gosh. My 15-year-old,
I said, yeah.
She would be the same. Don't talk about me. Anyway, Anna, you had some things?
Oh no, well, not world records, but we also wanted to we wanted to talk about like weird dental facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, this one's kind of gross, but the average human produces 100,000 gallons of saliva during their lifetime, which is enough to fill. Wait, hold on. I lost the part where it said.
Sorry. Enough to fill.
She left us. It's a cliffhanger.
I remember.
I'm sorry. It's enough to fill like 5 pools of like Olympic sized pools. Oh, 2. I'm sorry, 2 Olympic sized pools.
Enough saliva.
That's gross.
In our lifetime?
So the average human produces 100,000 gallons of saliva during their lifetime, which is enough to fill 2 Olympic-sized pools.
Well, I feel like some people could probably fill more.
I know. Just in like the hour that I have to clean them.
Yeah.
Would you go swimming in that pool?
Ew!
Just kidding.
That was like last month's episode. Would you rather?
No, I would not. Thanks for asking.
No.
I'm good.
Did you know that mosquitoes have 47 teeth?
It feels like it. Yeah, I believe that. Those little
assholes.
What do they? Do they bite us?
Wait, they don't bite.
No, they don't bite. Literally, like don't they have like a stinger or something? I don't know.
It's got like a little pokey, like a straw.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Like on the outside of its mouth.
Right. Like I don't know what the term is for it. The little pokey straw thingy.
And then another one is that snails have 25,000 teeth. I don't know how.
What?
Yeah, they have 25. I don't know.
They're just a big like glob of glove.
Yeah, they have 25,000 teeth.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that happens.
Have you ever seen the inside of a goose's mouth? Have you seen those pictures online?
No.
Goose? Oh my god.
They are assholes. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Well, and don't fuck with one because if you look,
because they're scary.
I know.
If you look in their mouth, like they have like almost like shark, like rows and rows of teeth. I swear, like there's like teeth on their tongue, and it's crazy. It's like, why do you need all those teeth? Like, aren't you supposed to
what are they eating that they need to have that many teeth?
They're not. They're chasing us humans and trying to bite us.
They're
like even in like parking garages. My poor dear Aunt Mickey was like physically assaulted by some dickhead goose in a parking garage in the middle of downtown Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Liz.
What? They're assholes.
Yeah, like running for her life.
Huh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they are jerks. Definitely.
So here's something weird. So I was kind of looking up this kid with the dentures.
Yeah.
So now I kind of feel like maybe I'm doing fake news because
no.
I can't find him when I Google this kid. The only thing that'll pop up is this Guinness World Record thing
You've been bamboozled.
because I want to know more.
Is it like from Guinness at least? Like not the beer?
Yeah,
No.
it's like, it's from www.guinnessworldrecords.com.
Oh, so then it's legit. Yeah, if it's on their website,
I know,
it's
but
legit.
I wanted to know more stuff about him. So
Okay,
I was trying to like go ahead.
Oh, I was looking at other dental facts just
Mhm.
now. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
wanted to ask if you guys knew the name for the little swirl of toothpaste that you put on the toothbrush. What is
Yeah,
that called? What's it called?
toothpaste.
A smudge,
A smudge?
a
A
smear,
smear?
a
A
schmear.
schmear? No, it's called a nurdle.
What?
A nurdle. Nurdle.
A nerdle made that up.
No.
Exactly.
That would be an Erdle.
Oh, it's NUR. Okay.
Yeah, Nurdle. Yeah. I don't know how I know that,
That's like
but I do.
I've never
that's
heard
like
that.
when you hole punch, like 3-hole punch paper,
Yeah.
and the little round paper things come out. Do you know what those are called?
No.
Chads.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like the election that was yeah, back in the day. You were
That's what I heard anyway.
yeah.
What
No, that
is?
makes
I got
sense.
a question for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the object
will.
most often choked on by Americans?
Eggplant.
An eggplant. You're witty. I'm gonna say a crown.
No.
Meat.
No.
Like steak.
Yeah,
Like a
meat.
Oh.
lot of steak.
A sausage.
It's toothpicks.
Oh.
Yes, toothpicks are the object most often choked on by Americans. I don't know why just Americans. Like, do they? I don't, but that's what it says.
Nobody else has toothpicks, I guess.
Maybe.
But they're okay,
Um,
that's all right. Why you
But I guess
sit
you're not going to
down?
die. You're not going to die from choking on a toothpick. Like I don't.
Maybe.
Nah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if
I mean, what if you swallow?
if you swallow
if you
it and
choke
then
on
it
it.
like lacerates your
Pierces
like
your-
yeah, but
Let's talk about the tooth fairy.
oh, inflation.
Yes. Let's talk about
we
the
must
tooth
be all
fairy.
be on the same. We must all be on the same website.
The tooth fairy. I don't know the origins of the tooth fairy, and I feel like I should. I feel like that's in my wheelhouse. Like I feel like I should know about this mythological creature and its origins, but I don't. And now I'm going to look it up when we're done. But anyway, when the tooth fairy first was a thing, I guess in the 50s, the going rate for one tooth was 25 cents, and then by the late 80s, it was $1. And
God, I got chipped.
so my kids are old. You know, have had
Mhm.
younger kids in the house.
I was born in 1980.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just got a damn quarter per tooth.
No, I think I got dollars.
I think I
remember
got whatever
getting-
the hell my parents had on hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
but-
like a lot of dollars,
Well-
but at least I think it was like $1 a tooth or something. My
I
kids
feel like if I'd lost a tooth during the summer when my grandparents were home because they were snowbirds, then I made more.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna, what do your
For
kids
sure.
get?
So now the going rate for the tooth fairy is at least like $5. First tooth I gave 20.
Wow.
Like that's-
Yeah, first and last.
Yeah, the
First
first
and
tooth
last
I was
tooth are
yeah.
always the first tooth and the last tooth are always worth the most.
Really?
That's what the tooth
The
fairy
last
told me.
tooth.
No, I didn't know the
Huh.
last tooth. Have you guys ever told your
You're-
kids that you know the tooth fairy and like they're your friend?
Well, yeah, we're BFFs. Duh.
Matthew just lost a tooth last week, and I get home from work, and he's all like upset, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I lost my tooth, and I put it on the table, and the dog ate it." And I'm like, so I'm like, he's like, "Now I'm not gonna get anything from the tooth fairy," and I'm like, No big deal. She's my friend. I will text her right now and just tell her.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll like,
Yeah.
let's draw a picture. We'll draw a picture of the tooth, put it in an envelope, and she'll
Oh,
take
yeah,
the
we've
picture.
done that.
No.
I'm surprised you weren't like, well, Matthew, sorry. You better be outside when River's taking a shit.
I did say that
Big Tim's
too.
poop.
I did. I was joking around. I'm like, or we can just like wait, and every time Barkley shits, we can go outside and like. And he was like, "Yeah, no, it's not worth the $5."
Yeah, he's like, never mind. Sorry, Tooth Fairy, we're good.
I've used the Tooth Fairy as leverage to have my kids clean their, like, left a little note. I'm sorry I couldn't leave any money under your pillow because your room was dirty, and so you need to clean it so I can get in here.
I like that.
Yeah,
I've done that.
That's a good one, but my kids were too old when I figured that little trick out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always tell parents probably hate me at work because I always tell kids your first tooth and your last tooth are always worth the most.
No, you know what I say?
As long as they don't have
The
cavities.
cleaner your teeth are, the more you'll get. She doesn't like dirty teeth, and she doesn't like teeth that have had
Yeah.
fillings. So
Yes, I tell my kids that.
yeah, keep them clean.
Yeah. If you lose a tooth and it has a cavity in it or you've had a filling in it, sorry, you're not getting very much.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh. I was going through my teeth
you might owe them.
and I found one of Cameron's teeth. It had a silver crown, stainless steel crown on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how much he got for that. Oh, he probably actually got, this was before I worked in dentistry and he was very scared to get that. He was a badass kid with the silver tooth. But yeah, he probably got more because he was so like worried. I'm like, it'll be your special silver tooth. It'll be blah, blah, blah. Whatever I had to do to get him in the chair to get the shot.
Hey,
and get it
silver's up
on.
right now. So,
I think it's
Yeah,
stained,
gold.
but whatever. But I found it and I was like, oh, because I have this box full. I think I got rid of them. I was going through stuff and I found a box full of teeth.
Aw.
No,
And
I was
like,
weirdos. So weird.
No, I keep the
know.
teeth. I keep them too.
But I
I do.
did
I
keep.
do too, and they're just like in
You know what I still
weird random
have?
places.
No.
I still have my
Umbilical cord.
daughter's belly button. Yeah, the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I still have it.
Umbilical
Oh
cord.
yeah, that's in a baby book.
All right. All right. I'm not that weird then.
Like in an
I
envelope.
thought it was
You can't
weird
see
because
it.
we were cleaning out one of her drawers and I have
Yeah.
it in like this little,
One of her what?
like one of her drawers. You know, a dresser drawer? What do you call it?
a
A
drawer.
drawer.
A drawer.
A drawer.
Drawer.
Oh, you actually say the ER at the end?
Yes.
That's
yes.
weird.
No.
a dwarf.
A drawer.
A drawer? A drawer is someone who draws.
That's it. That's an artist. Dick.
What do you say? A draw? Draw?
Just draw.
Draw.
A draw.
Draw.
Okay. A draw.
Like a draw.
No, that's somebody who draws.
That's just.
Is that
that's
where
the
you? Is it?
action of?
You put your drawers in a drawer.
Oh, okay. You put your drawers in a drawer.
That is funny.
And
Aw, I love it.
No, but
How do you say?
I opened up, we were cleaning out one of her drawers.
Yes.
and
yes.
I had it in her top dresser drawer, and with in a little plastic Tupperware. So I open it, not realizing
Yeah.
what it is, and she's like, "Ew, what is that?" I'm like that's your belly button when your belly button fell off. She's like, "That's so
The
gross."
umbilical cord.
Yeah.
She's like, my belly button.
No, it's still there. What do you mean?
Yeah, I had like all the kids' teeth like in a baggie, and I don't even ask me why. I think it's just because I'm so tired in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
They're like in my husband's sock drawer, like his underwear drawer, because I think, well, the kids are never going to get in there.
Mhm.
And yep, I was wrong. Someone's going through there and like, oh my God. Like, what is this baggie full of teeth? And I'm like,
It's for me to do
I feel
evil
like the tooth
spells.
fairy's not real. So I lied. I'm like, oh, those are the dogs. The dog lost all their teeth. I saved there's no doggy tooth fairy, so I had to save all the dogs' teeth.
And just in case there was all of a sudden a doggy tooth fairy, so he get retro pay on
their
those.
DNA for later or
Oh
something.
my
I, don't
I
know,
used to keep my
themselves.
puppy's teeth. I don't know. It was just like a weird thing. I used to keep his teeth all the time.
Why do we do that? It's because we
I
are
don't
teeth
know.
fairy. We are the teeth
I
fairy.
guess.
Tooth
Yeah.
fairies. The tooth fairies. On average,
Yeah.
how many here's a question. On average, a person spends about blank time per day brushing their teeth. How long per day?
Like 2.5 seconds.
I would
If you-
say maybe like 50 seconds, like a little under
Oh,
a
I would
say
minute.
30.
A little under a minute.
30.
You're so close. It's 48 seconds per day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
48 seconds.
Well, I remember Liz because we went to the same school, so I'm sure.
So that's
our
pretty bad,
instructor thinks the same
actually.
thing.
That means
Yeah.
either they're only
Yeah.
brushing for 20 seconds in the morning or 24 if you really want to get technical, but seconds in the morning or 24 seconds at night. That's really bad. Or they're just brushing once a day for
Yeah.
48 seconds.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Well, I think most people just brush once a day. To be honest, I mean, my patients usually admit to just brushing once a day.
Mhm.
I don't always brush twice a day.
Oh, wait,
Well,
here's
I'm
actually,
just-
I know the fact on that. 25% of adults don't brush twice a day. I actually thought it would be higher than that.
Yeah,
I thought so
'Cause
too.
I think-
somebody's lying.
yeah, somebody's lying. Yeah, I want
Yeah.
that to be a peer reviewed fact.
Yeah.
I do not believe that shit at all.
Yeah, I want a video of them brushing their teeth that they do that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't like make people feel bad for only brushing once, but I do remember like our instructor saying like most people brush for 30 seconds but think it's 2
Yeah.
minutes. Because when you're really sitting there brushing for 2 minutes,
long
it's like,
time.
gee, many Christmas.
Oh,
Is this thing gonna go
Yeah,
off
I know.
yet?
I don't brush for 2 minutes, and now I know that because of that judgy ass toothbrush I have.
Because of that
now.
frowny face?
Yes, because now
Yeah.
I've got the judgy ass toothbrush.
Yeah.
Now I know that
don't
my
like to be
average
judged.
is probably like a minute 10, a minute 15 to brush
Mm-hmm.
my teeth.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh, I beat you. Mine's like a minute 30.
but then I stop and then I brush my tongue.
and then I'll just sit and let it run.
Shut
Then I'll
up.
just sit and let it run. No. Like I got time for that. Spit's flying everywhere.
Oh, ew. Did you know that 59% of people would rather have a dental appointment than sit next to a person that is on a cell phone talking?
Oh.
Wow.
What happens when you get stuck in the dental chair and the person next to you or your patient is
Talking.
talking?
Oh,
on
I
the
just
cell
walk out when they do that.
phone?
I
find
have
that
something to go
interesting.
along with that. I have something to go
Yes.
along with that. 73% of Americans would rather go grocery shopping than floss.
No.
Yeah, that's
I will floss.
I hate grocery
everything.
shopping. So imagine
Me
how
too.
much people hate flossing.
Like seriously? Oh my god, I would floss my teeth like 5 times in a row to not have to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I hate
It's the
Hate
suckiest
it.
job out
Yeah,
there.
but you also hate flossing, Anna.
I do. I hate them both mutually.
Oh, I like to floss.
I don't mind flossing.
If I had to choose, if they were like you could only pick one, brush or floss, I would probably floss.
That
Oh,
makes
no.
zero sense. You have
No.
it takes like how many seconds to floss your teeth? Like maybe 30 seconds.
Well, if you do it right, it takes longer.
What?
Nobody does it right.
Well, okay. So it takes a little bit longer for most people. For us, we can fly through our own mouths, but
Yeah.
and then you don't have to get dressed and leave your home. Like
Exactly. Or people
Mhm.
or like
what?
pay for stuff. And then for me, because I have a house full of 1,000 people and they're all hungry every day for some stupid reason. So I have to buy like 2 cartfuls of groceries. So I have to fill it and then I have to unload it. And then half the time there's no baggers. So then I have to go down and bag all the shit back up.
Mm.
Then I have to load it into my car. And then I get home and it never fails. Nobody's here to help me
Oh,
put all the
that's
groceries
no
away.
accident.
I know it's no
That is
accident.
no accident.
I'm like, I live in a house full of dudes. I should not have to do it like any lifting my finger once I pull in the driveway.
I agree.
Yeah. I always text my kids when I know that they're home or whatever. When I'm on my way, I'm like,
I text. I'm like, I'm leaving the grocery.
yeah,
Be in the garage waiting.
yeah, get your shoes on.
Get your shit together, kids.
Get your shoes on and come help me. And they're usually good about it when they're home, honestly.
Yeah,
Because they're nosy. They want to know what I bought.
Well, my husband's nosy. He won't like carry anything in. He's like, kids, go do it. And as he's sitting there opening up the boxes, shoving ding dongs in. Oh, sorry.
Shoving ding
Shoving
dongs in his mouth.
mouth.
Sorry, honey. That's not what I meant to say.
I want
They're
to
not
know.
ding dongs. They're the little,
Ding dong.
the chocolate. The chocolate. Their hostess little chocolate.
Is it better
with
for
the
him
little
to-
white swirly?
Aren't those ho-hos? Isn't he putting ho-hos in his mouth?
Shoving ho-ho. He would much rather me say he's shoving ho-hos in his
Than ding
mouth
dongs.
than ding dongs. Trust me.
Oh, that's funny.
Aw. So do you guys get more, so like say you have a patient and they've never had a cavity,
Right.
right? Like, I don't know, like they're way like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s,
Yeah.
whatever. Do you get more nervous when the doctor comes in to check for cavities than they do?
No.
Then the patient does?
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm like, oh my God, they've never had a cavity. Please don't find a cavity. Please don't
Oh,
find
I
a
don't.
Please don't find a cavity.
I'm not that nice to care.
No, I don't.
I'm so
I don't-
bad.
I don't care that much. Now, if they're in pain or something, of course I care, and
No,
But
yeah.
if they have a little cavity, I'm not. Now, if they were to come in and they had like a broken tooth and they needed a crown, they skip the whole cavity thing altogether, like a filling.
No, it's like just like a little tiny stick on an occlusal. I'm like,
Oh.
no, we can't break the
So
record. Like,
seal it. Sealing it. Well,
Yeah, I
knock it
know.
off.
That's what I tried to say. I'm like, we have a laser. So technically you don't have to get numb. It's just like the laser's just gonna zap it right out. We're just gonna put a little blop of white stuff in there and it's fine. It's not a cavity.
That's cute that you care so much, though.
I know it is. It really is.
Although I do
I
tell
do.
them,
I like a sweat.
I always ask, anything going on in your mouth, any concerns, and they're like, nope, everything's good. And then I will sometimes say, well, let's hope when I get in there, I don't find
No, it's
anything.
not. Yeah.
And then,
Yeah. Or if I see something huge on the x-ray, I'm like, well, I'm not the doctor and I can't diagnose anything.
But your tooth is.
This looks a little yeah. This looks a little suspicious. They're like, what? I'm like, the big giant black hole right there.
it's just a little
You don't feel
suspicious.
that?
Just a little.
Doesn't hurt?
Yeah.
No.
No, it doesn't.
I'm like, okay, well, hopefully I'm wrong.
Here's a cute dental fact.
Yeah.
In the Middle Ages, it was customary to kiss a donkey if you had a toothache. I think that's cute.
Well,
I'd kiss a donkey.
you'd kiss a
Yeah,
jackass.
I've kissed some donkeys in my life,
Some, some jackasses.
I was gonna say I kiss one every night.
First, he's putting ding dongs and ho hos in his mouth, and now he's a jackass.
I'm sorry,
My
Charlie. He's like,
goodness.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I don't know. Any other like crazy facts?
I don't think I have any. There's the one that I feel like we all know this, but not everybody knows this. But like that cotton candy was invented by a dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah, fairy floss.
It was called fairy floss.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Fairy floss.
Or sugar floss or
Yeah.
something like that. Well, and then I don't know if it's true in all the Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but in the one with Johnny Depp, Willy Wonka,
Right.
his dad was a
Yes.
dentist.
Well,
Right.
no, that's the original story. Like the book
Is
in the
it? There were-
book.
okay.
Yeah, that's like.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't read the book.
But
I just watched the
I think
movies.
that's why.
I don't feel like they said that in the original.
No, it's not in the original. No.
No,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was like, oh.
but
that
also
makes
his
sense.
not Willy Wonka, Charlie's dad in that version worked at a factory that made toothpaste caps. Now that
Oh,
I'm thinking
interesting.
about it, and
I
he
didn't
would
know
bring
that. I don't remember
home
that.
he would bring home the ones that were like malformed from the machine, and they were building like a replica of Willy Wonka's factory out of it or something. It's been a while, but this is all kind of like in my head. It's like coming out. But yeah, I do remember that he was a dentist. But it's been a while since I read the book.
I know a lot of people don't believe this, but I feel like we have to say this because of all those like, natural schmatual Facebook groups. That the only part of the human body that can't repair itself is enamel.
Duh. I know, but you see
Yeah.
in those
But
crazy
you see those
pages.
in there, and I'm just like, oh my. And I say that to my patients all the time, and they do kind of look at me like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, really.
Can't we over enamel?
A lot of people think enamel's bone.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no amount of clay or urine that you swish
Oh,
with.
I've heard that. Oh,
What?
yes,
You
I've
haven't
heard
heard
that.
Yes. No,
Oh,
there are
God.
people who swish with urine. Somehow
hate
I got on
people.
that weird side of TikTok for a while and it was just all, you know how we are. It's like, we see some dental shit and you're like, that's not true. And our inclination is to kind of become keyboard warriors. But now I just like let that shit go. Like there's no talking sense to any
yeah.
of those people. But yes,
Oh, yeah,
urine, swishing with urine is a thing. And also like drinking your own urine for other like systemic problems is a thing.
Just stop. Just fucking stop. I'm sorry.
I say let them do it.
That is a.
If they are, let them do it.
Oh my god.
Like let
I'm not
them.
gonna
If they are
stop.
that.
anybody from doing
No,
that.
I don't. I mean, you want to do that?
Stupid.
Whatever, man. But
Although if somebody
I
did sit in
can't.
my chair and say, like, if I had like a one-on-one with a patient and says, "Oh, I've been swishing with urine. How are my gums?" I would be like, "Please don't do that. Please,
Be like, get out of my
please don't do
chair
that.
right now.
No."
I'm not touching you. Get out.
oh, the aerosols that you made just now with the Cavitron cleaning urine infested mouth.
Well, they maintain that
Stop.
urine is
They'll say
it's sterile. Yeah. However, but it's also like the byproducts of the stuff that your body doesn't need, correct? So then why are you
Well-
putting it back in your body? It makes no
Might as well eat-
sense.
I can't.
Rub. I can't even say it. I'll throw up. Never mind. Who wants to sign us out?
Oh my god.
I could do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks for joining us for this very strange
show.
just like, you know, wandering down many paths episode of the RDH Rant Takeover. If you have any ideas for podcasts for us, make sure that you DM us, let us know your idea. We'd love to hear them. As you could tell, maybe we need some ideas.
We're running out.
I have a whole list. It's just like
No.
Heather said, it's just
No.
been weird.
We had a last minute plan B.
Yeah,
okay?
we had to kind of switch gears really quick. But anyway, make sure that you check us out on Facebook, join our group if you are a licensed RDH. We'd be glad to add you. You can also look us up on Instagram. It's public. Our TikTok is also public, but I still don't have it up at the moment because I've just been lazy about getting it back up. So anyway, that's all we have.
Keep checking back for that.
Yep. Time for us to sign off. Time for you to floss off. Love, peace, and brush your teeth.
Bye.
Bye.